Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeff with Full Send Collectibles, and today we got a really exciting junk wax rip for you. It doesn't get any more exciting than this when you think about what's going on in pop culture right now. Particularly, the Menendez brothers are back and better than ever in a new Netflix series with another one on the way. And because of their pop culture phenomenon status, it turns out that just a random base card, not even a rookie. I mean, Mark Jackson's a fine player, but there are no valuable Mark Jackson cards in existence, save for one. The base card, number 205 out of 1990 NBA Hoops, is now in a PSA 10 worth somewhere in the vicinity of, depending on when you're looking at the most recent eBay sold in a PSA 10, anywhere from like $600 to $1,000. And the reason is you can see that the Menendez brothers are sitting courtside right behind the action shot of Mark Jackson. Shout out to my boy and friend of the channel, Worth Wolper, also of the Magic the Gathering fame, who brought this to my attention. So I had a few of these boxes sitting on the shelf. Also ramped up and purchased a few more because given the insanity in these card prices right now, I would also posit to you that these boxes are insanely underpriced. Today's October 2nd, and again, that Mark Jackson card, which is found in both the blue low series as well as the red high series, is going in a PSA 10 for anywhere, like I said, between $600 and $1,000. You also have available in both boxes the Michael Jordan base card, somewhere in the vicinity of $200+ in a PSA 10. In the high series, you have the Michael Jordan checklist. Pretty cool art. Other than the face is a little grotesque. I'm not sure what to make of that. But the most recent PSA 10 there sold for $200. And then, oddly enough, the other highest value card in here is a Sam Vincent. And it's because Jordan is pictured front and center. This card in a PSA 10 goes from anywhere between $130 and $150. It's not a misprint. This is an actual game shot, but if you look closely, Jordan is wearing number 12. Turns out, the legend is anyway, that Michael Jordan could not find his jersey before the game. It went missing, so he wore 12 for that game. They got the action shot of this in the NBA Hoop set, and the rest is history. So if you crack one of these, it's also a high dollar card again, at least about $130 in a PSA 10. As we record right now, given the insanity in the market, I think these boxes are substantially underpriced. So you can still find them on eBay, very plentiful, for anywhere between $50 and $65. I think buying these anywhere under $65 is a steal because you can just get so many quality cards in there. Even after the insanity dies, so the pop report on the Mark Jackson in a 10 is about 212 10 graded cards. I'm sure it'll climb given the popularity of the card right now. But even before the insanity, that Mark Jackson was going for like $200 or $250 all day. So really all day, really good value on these boxes because you've got the Mark Jackson for, even in normal times, call it $250. You've got the Michael Jordan for $250. You've got the Sam Vincent for $130, $150. Then you've got some really other great cards like Jordan Inside Stuff. You got the David Robinson rookie with the star on it. Drazen Petrovic rookie, not worth that much, but a cool card. There's the Michael Jordan. Here's the checklist, which comes in the high series. More Mark Jacksons. You've got Derek Coleman, iconic lottery pick. Nothing crazy. Like I wouldn't grade this $30, $40 in a 10. The Shawn Kemp rookie is actually worth about $60 in a 10. That's found in both the low and the high series. You've got the Gary Payton rookie, found in the high series only. That's worth about $50, $60 in a 10. There's Shawn Kemp, David Robinson checklist, and the Tim Hardaway rookie. Nothing crazy there, but $40 to $50 in a PSA 10. So again, given the prices of these boxes, these are, I would say, even in normal times, undervalued for junk wax, given what the PSA 10s are going for. And right now with the Mark Jackson, Menendez brothers frenzy, I would, these are a strong buy. Buy as many as you can get your hands on. Now, before you start going to the bank and thinking you're going to become a thousandaire on 1990 junk wax, just a word of caution. So there's these silver cards. So obviously, like any 1990 printed set, you know, you can definitely get centering issues galore. So a lot of these are pretty centered, but it's pretty easy to tell left to right, top to bottom. You don't have to have a great eye to figure out are these centered or not, which is just a nice part of opening these up. But the other issue is, so these are silver on the front, and so what happens is just from the factory cutting process, you can get you know, some whitening around the edges, and then frankly, there is, even on the sharpest cuts, when you start to put them in the sleeve, you can start to peel little pieces of the cut off of the side of the card, which can, you know, if you're not really careful, it can take a card that you pulled that was a PSA 10, and you know, because of your incompetence, you can downgrade it to like a 9 or an 8 just by getting it in the sleeve. So just a word of caution there. Just because you know, like most of us, I have ADD and I can't sit through something that's more than 20 minutes long. I'm going to do this in a 2-part series. I'm going to open the low series first, and then I'm going to come back with another video and open the high numbers. For all intents and purposes, both sets are very similar. The low series is 340 cards. Really, the only cards of note that it doesn't include are the NBA checklists, of which there's a Jordan, a David Robinson, a Larry Bird, and more. You swap in that Jordan, and you swap out the low series cards, which have the All-Stars. They're cards number 1 through 26, if I'm not mistaken, or cards number 1 through 25. There is a Michael Jordan All-Star in that, which we will probably pull in here and I'll show you. That and a PSA 10 is like $75 or $80. So you have access to all the base cards you want, both in the high series and the low series. And if you're in this just to open Mark Jackson's, both boxes will suffice, because I can tell you from experience, I just opened a low and a high recently. I actually got 2 Mark Jacksons in the low and 3 Mark Jacksons out of the high. So you know, whatever, if you're just in it to open for the Mark Jackson chase, the lows or the highs will do it for you. All right, so we're gonna start out with the low series today. We're gonna rip through these and see how many cards of value we can pull. I will not sleeve them or, you know, look at judging the grade on the spot just to move the video along, but I will post the PSA reveals when I send them in, and see how we do. I will say that in October, if you're you know, a paying member of PSA, they are doing a special $17.99 a card, which is a pretty good deal. So get your cards into PSA. Opening the first pack, we have a Larry Bird. We have I like the Sherman Douglas rookie. He of course one of the best players in Cuse. I also like the back of some of these cards, which have their full name. I think it's real cool. There's some ones that you wouldn't know, Larry Joe Bird being one of them. And there's a few others that I'll point out because I've happened to see the back. There's the All-Stars in the low series, Reggie Miller being one of them. Of course, in the All-Stars, you have also Michael Jordan of note. You also have David Robinson, essentially a rookie All-Star. And I'm sure we'll find a lot of them as we go through the cards. Mitch Richmond, Tom Chambers, Dominique Wilkins. There's one of them that I didn't know a full name, Jacques Dominique Wilkins. Stu Jackson. So I did have a couple of these sitting on my shelf. The other thing I like about these boxes is, you know, like the other NBA hoops, well, actually, unlike the 89, there's a Magic Johnson All-Star. Unlike the 89 hoops, when we run up to the 90 hoops, the packs are still tamper-proof, which they were in the 89 as well, although you could see through them, and you know, if you were a real bag, you could kind of see where the Jordans were. But in addition, when you're looking to buy these boxes, they are also factory sealed in cellophane. So if you get one that doesn't have the cellophane around it, you can move on to the next one. They're all factory sealed in cellophane. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, tamper proof. There's the Rodman Defensive Player of the Year, Kurt Rambis, Walter Davis, Scottie Pippen All-Star, nice card. Danny Ferry rookie. Joe Dumars, there's John Stockton, Bill Laimbeer, Kevin McHale, All-Star, Christian Welp, there goes the Raptor, Christian Asgar Welp. You know, I have the same jokes in every video I do, so if you're not familiar with Welp, there goes the Raptor, or I often say Reggie Miller's looking good, you're missing out. You have to look that up on YouTube. The premise is this kid, it's like his first, either he's like an intern or it's his first time on the news ever calling, you know, sports commentary. And you could probably find it on, search Boom Goes the Dynamite and it'll come right up. There's a Tim Hardaway rookie, the first card of any, you know, potential value that we've actually pulled here. There's the Larry Bird All-Star, Drazen Petrovic rookie, Yui Blab. Yeah, search Boom Goes the Dynamite. You'll hear such lines as, well, Boom Goes the Dynamite, Reggie Miller's looking good, wow, there goes the Raptor, and more. There's Akeem Abdul-Olajuwon, nice card. Kevin McHale. That's the checklist for the All-Stars, 2 All-Star coaches. We're through the first 9 or 10-ish, not much doing yet. So we got to get a little hotter here. Scottie Pippen, Dana Barros rookie, Michael Jordan All-Star, there's that. That's a good one. That's the one that I mentioned. I didn't have one to show you before. A little off-center, but $80, $85, something in that vicinity in a PSA 10. Glenn Rice rookie. I actually like these rookies with the stars. There's the Olajuwon. I remember oh wow, Karl Malone, super miscut. Holy moly, look at that bad boy. You actually see the white on the bottom. I think those are kind of fun for my personal collection. Obviously they're worth nothing, but I just kind of like miscuts. I got a couple in the last box that actually had the like the seal marks on the bottom. Vlade Divac rookie. Wow, these are super miscut. Yeah, don't take these to the bank. But I remember as a kid having the David Robinson rookie with the star as a centerpiece of my collection. I always liked that one. So I like the look of these cards. Bernard King, Magic Johnson, MVP, Patrick Ewing. Patrick Aloysius Ewing, for those of you who are wondering. David Robinson All-Star. Still really the only card of note that that I would consider sending and grading so far is the Michael Jordan All-Star. Sam Bowie, Kurt Rambis, Sean Kemp rookie. So there's another one. Actually, that one looks really nice. So you can, if you're confident about your Sean Kemp rookie in terms of centering, corners, edges, etc., you can send those in about $65 and pretty consistently in eBay sold listings. David Robinson, that's the one I like. I'm a big fan of that card. Just cornerstone of my collection when I was a kid. right, so we're about halfway through the box. Still no Marky Marks. Still no Michael Jordans. Well, Michael Jordan bases anyway. There's Chuck. Charles Wade Barkley. Cliff Robinson rookie. Chris Mullin on the All-Star. Phil Jackson. John Stockton All-Star. The other thing you get in the high series is you get some inserts of the coaches as basketball players. So you got, you know, notably Phil Jackson and others. You'll see it when we hit the high box video. Clyde Drexler, Lafayette, Dave Hoppin, David Dirk Hoppin, fun fact. Charles Barkley All-Star. Scottie Pippen, back to you, huh? Hakeem All-Star. So like a lot of these, holy cow, that Karl Malone, same one, miscut. So like a lot of these packs, you get them cut in order. So if you know one card, you generally know the rest of them. That Malone was cut on the same sheet and then inserted into the box. So halfway through the box with no Jordans and no Mark Jacksons, and given the propensity for these to be a lot of repeats, it doesn't look that promising. I would guess we're gonna get another Jordan All-Star in here somewhere. Maybe another Shawn Kemp, but it would be pretty surprising given this is not a big set. It's 15 card packs, right? 36 packs in a box, and it's a 340 card set on the low series. Surprising when you just don't get at least one of everybody. Nick Anderson rookie, Walter Davis, there's a Scottie Pippen All-Star. But still time to get into something. Rodman, Pat Riley, Kevin McHale All-Star, Roy Hinson Jr., Joe Dumars, John Stockton, Del Curry, Wardell Stephen Curry, if you didn't know. Fun fact. The facts just get more fun. No Sam Vincent's yet either. Doc Rivers, Karl Malone, Checklist, Bill Laimbeer, AC Green All-Star. Boom, Michael Jordan right on the top. There we go. All right, that's good. Dana Barros. Cartwright. That Michael Jordan is not a 10. If they're close and they're 9s, you can send them in. Michael Jordan All-Star, take, we take. We take. BJ Armstrong, J.R. Reed rookie. Those are both rookies. We haven't seen this pack yet, so maybe we're getting closer to that elusive Mark Jackson. With about 8 more packs left, we're definitely coming down to the wire. These haven't been cut up. There's another Jordan. That one's actually a lot closer to a 10 than the other one. All right, so 2 Jordans, well, 4 Jordans when you're counting the All-Stars, which isn't terrible. But interestingly, and you say this never, you know, we're not necessarily looking for the Jordans. We're looking for the stupid Mark Jacksons, which is crazy to open a box and be looking for Mark Jackson over Michael Jordan. But it is what it is. There's Neek, Jacques Dominique Wilkins, Vlade rookie, Patrick Ewing, Jay Vincent, not Sam Vincent, the wrong Vincent, David Robinson All-Star, Bernard King, Magic Johnson, Sean Elliott rookie, Sean Kemp rookie, another nice one, KJ All-Star, so this is why these boxes, I mean, well, we're signing up to find Mark Jacksons here. This is why these boxes are great. So far we're missing a Mark Jackson, we're missing the Sam Vincent, but we've hit 4 Michael Jordans, and theoretically you just find one Michael Jordan. It doesn't matter if it's the All-Star or the base card, and you're more than break even on the box, you know, at a 10. And you find one of the base Michael Jordans in a 10. There's a Robinson again, and you know, you've 4x'd your money, 5x'd your money. If that's your game. So you are, you know, the propensity to just open these and find a little gold is high. Three to go. This will be the 3rd box I've opened so far, the 1st box that we've had no Mark Jackson in, if that comes to fruition. Since we have a break in the action, want to say RIP Dikembe Mutombo. Heard that news the other day. Might go through my 1991 upper deck and maybe send in a rookie, maybe get that graded just for just to have. Also RIP Pete Rose, one of the biggest travesties in sports that he is not in the Hall of Fame. Like, come on, the guys, like, just look at the numbers, they speak for themselves. Pooh Richardson, aka Jerome Jr., Charles Oakley, what a beast. Craig Elo, love the hair Lapine, love it. I don't know that we saw that pack yet, but which is a good sign, but still no Mark. All right, last pack mojo. Looking for a Jackson, looking for a Jordan, looking for a Vincent. What do you got? Excuse me. Xavier McDaniel, Chris Mullen, Reggie Miller's looking good. Hakeem Olajuwon. Hey, last pack mojo. Mark Jackson. Not a bad looking card, actually. I'm going to set that there so I don't fuck it up. Steve Kerr, Vinny Del Negro. I don't even know if you can say that anymore without getting canceled. That's it. All right, so we hit the Mark Jackson, a couple of David Robinson rookies, 2 Michael Jordan All-Stars, 2 Sean Kemp rookies, 2 Jordan base cards, and a bunch of other really cool cards. So I paid $50 for this box. I'll look through it and see if anything's gradable, but again, I think that these are, given the state of the market and the frenzy around the Mark Jackson card, these are insanely underpriced given all that insanity. So, you know, hot tip, I would go out and buy some of these and have some fun opening them. Stay tuned for the High Series box. I'll be posting that video as well. If you like what you see, please go check us out at Full Send Collectibles on Instagram. Pound the subscribe button on here. We'll do more junk wax rips and PSA reveals all through the fall, all through the winter. In the meantime, hope you have fun collecting and enjoy the hobby. Peace out, everybody.